Welcome back! We are here at the final level of Chip56. And I say it's the final level because the 56th level is an unsolvable level. And this level is called Shark Tank, and I'm curious to know what it's going to be about. So let's see what's going to happen here. Okay, lots of stuff going on. Do some exploring. Don't pick up boots until you know they're necessary. Okay, I don't know if I want that teeth to hit that clone button yet. What's over here? Okay, I don't want to pick up the boots unless I know it's necessary. Is this... Yeah, that's a clone button. What does that do? Okay, so that just clones a block there, but how does that help us? Okay, I can tell this level is going to be pretty crazy. Okay, so there's a chip under there. Okay. It seems like the best tactic here is just to look around. So is this a shark tank? Because I know some people call the gliders sharks. And can I get back? That's the thing. Okay, good. I can get back. So I'm assuming these pop-up walls have to be used for blocks. Somehow. Does this clone? Yes, okay, good thing I wasn't standing on this row or column when I did that. So that clones something. So it looks like most of these blocks are clones. That's good. So the blue key, wasn't that here? Yes, this was here. So I guess this just lets us go out this way? I'm assuming that's what we have to do. Oh, okay. Did that clone something? Oh, were we supposed to use that? Uh-oh. Okay, let's try it again. This is really quite interesting, I gotta say. Oh, the blue door, right, okay. Very well, well, wait a minute. No, we can't do that and get out alive, because then we'll trap ourselves. So what's the point of doing that? I don't get it. Are we supposed to come back there later on? But what would be the point of cloning anything? Okay, I am pretty lost. I'm guessing the block below me is going to have to hold down that trap button. So this block, presumably, is going to have to blow up the bomb. And I'm guessing that's... In order for that to work... Well, no, that wouldn't work. I was going to say, I would have to have suction boots to go backwards over that, but... If I pushed it up, then I would be trapping myself that way too, so that's not really going to work either. Yeah, this doesn't do any good. I am lost. This is really kind of intimidating. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and start exploring around. I don't really know what the cloners are supposed to be used for. I'm guessing blowing up bombs, but wow, this is really quite interesting. I know I'm saying that over and over again, but it really is. Okay, now there are keys here. Oh, really? That's mean. Gotta say, that's kind of mean there. I'm just wondering if that whole admonition about boots also applies to keys too. I just don't want to have another Zelgon's Lair situation. Okay. So, maybe the keys are inaccessible, but the chips are? Oh, okay, so the key is accessible here. Okay, and that key is accessible. Okay, so we got a red key and a blue key now. Okay, what do we do with these? Go ahead and clone something. Just for the fun of it. See, what would be the purpose of cloning here? Like, there's nothing you can do with that, unless it's to block a monster from going there, but I don't see why you would want to block a monster from going there. I mean, I don't see how this is supposed to affect anything. Well, I guess this paramecium is supposed to destroy that bomb, but... Okay, now we got fire boots. Okay, I think we're supposed to get the fire boots, because... we got this to deal with. This thing up here. The question, though, is what do we do with this? Okay, I see what to do. Oh, wow. Okay, we're going to have to do this for quite a while. This is quite an interesting level, I've got to admit. Pretty tough, though. And don't get me wrong, I do like hard levels, but sometimes they can be a little discouraging if they're a bit long. I'm assuming I'm going to have to double back and do something there. Because the recessed walls seem to point at that. Just trying to be careful not to mess anything up here. So it looks like I'm going to have to push blocks back through here, but... Should I follow these bees? I don't even know where they're coming from. They're coming from down there. See, what are you guys doing? Okay, so there's a toggle button, and I know that there are blocks that were locked over there in the upper right area. That might be worth looking into after we get this part done. Okay, just a few more. So... Okay, so we can use that to turn around to get to this. Okay, I see where this is going. And presumably that ice slide is going to be used in some way to get... Yeah, okay, I see where this is going. So maybe a block can be put there, and then we can turn around, and then... No, it wouldn't go down here. Where would a block go? Interesting. I am really curious about this now. I'm sorry I'm not really talking much again, but this is really quite intriguing. And I'm really eager to know where this goes. And there's a break there, that's interesting. Another thing is, I wonder what will happen if you mess the bug chain up. I mean, I really don't want to, because I'm afraid that that might cause some sort of consequence for another part of the level. I'm wondering, maybe the title Shark Tank refers to, like, everything in the level, perhaps? Okay, so here I can go in here without having anything stolen, which is nice. And that, okay, so that leads us back there. So what did that accomplish, though? It seems like we want to get a block there, but why? That's the thing. Why do we want to get a block there? And what's in that blob room? Because once we get this red key, we had to get our fire boots stolen to get the red key, right? And then we get the green key, then we get the yellow key. But for what? Let's take a tour around here. I want to check all this out. Push this too. Okay, so we've seen all this, but suction boots. Okay, interesting. And why would we want suction boots? Because, yeah, I don't see what that really... Oh, right! It gets us access to this stuff, right? Well, it doesn't get us access to it, but we can go through the green door. Okay. So what trap does that hold open? Does that hold open that thing at the start? Because I don't see what the use of that is. And how do we destroy that bomb? Is that what this is for? Because how do you turn a block around? No, you can't do that. That's not going to work. How in the world do you destroy this? Wait a minute. Was I supposed to get the paramecium to do that? Wait, no, I couldn't have, because in Microsoft, he would have died in the fire, so I couldn't get him to go up here. And even if he did, he would just go in here, and go up there, and go all over the place, and die in the water, and... Okay. That train of thought just kind of derailed. Oh, wait. What am I doing? Yeah. That bomb can't be destroyed. Okay, let's go back. But now I can't bring another one. Wait, can I? Wait a second. Oh, is that what the... No, because I would have had my boots stolen by the time I get the suction boots. I was thinking maybe we can use the suction boots to go backwards and then push a block through this room, but that's not going to work. So there's no way to get that bomb destroyed, is there? Oh, come on. What am I supposed to do? This is a little nerve-wracking, I gotta say. I know I keep mentioning that word in conjunction with everything here, but maybe this is a red herring. You never know. Because I don't see what the use of bringing one block in here would be, since it's all water. And as far as that teleport goes, I mean... Yeah, okay, so I'm just gonna do this. Okay, so we did that. Now, maybe we have to go and get the, suction boots now? Well, no, we can't, because... Wait a minute. No, we can't do that, can we? Because this requires that we go through the fire. So how do we resolve that? Because in order to do that, we had to have the green key to get this... Oh, man, in order to get the green key, we gotta have our fire boots stolen. So I think... Are we trapped? Is this it? Wow, this level is incredible. Let's try going over here now that the toggle button's open. I don't want to do anything as far as restarting is concerned yet. Okay, that's just chips. So, were these blocks meant to be used for something? Oh, there's another pair of fire boots. Okay. Whew, that's a relief. Okay, that's nice to know. I wish I knew about that earlier. Wait a minute. If I... No, that wouldn't work. I was going to say, I could build a bridge with those blocks down here, and then if a block were to come from the room to the left, it could fill up that space, and... okay, that's not really going to help us in any way. Okay, so now we know there's fire boots there. That is awesome. That block cloner is pretty much useless to us now, I think. So yeah, let's go and do this. Get that. Switch this again. Kind of reminds me of Nuts and Bolts. I'm wondering if this is kind of supposed to be like, you know, Nuts and Bolts Advanced Edition. You know, that would be an interesting idea. And we got blobs. You know, after that last level, I think I can take this. Okay, now the question is, what do we do with the block here? And is there a boot we're supposed to get first? See, I have a funny feeling we're supposed to get the fire boots first in order to take care of that green door trap issue. So let's do that. I'm gonna get those. Okay, good. I'm gonna go and clean out these chips. I know that means freeing these blobs, but who cares? Okay, come on, get out of there. I know this is all sounding like deja vu now. I'm gonna have blob nightmares for a little while, guys. Okay, so we got out of there. We got fire boots. So what are the flippers ultimately used for? I mean, is there some place we can't go here in the water area? No. I'm sure I'm just forgetting about something. Oh, I hope I did not waste a block up in that toggle area. Oh, I bet I did. I'm still wondering about this bomb here. That's the mystery. Okay, I have no idea what that accomplished, but I hope it was good. Is it that trap? Because that would be weird. So now the only chip left is that fireball thing, but how in the world do we do that? That is crazy. What do we do? Okay, I am worried. I know I've probably made a mistake somewhere here. See, what would be the point of even getting the suction boots? That's what I'm wondering. And the other thing is, how do we even push the block out of here? Because there's an ice space here, which means that if we were to push it out, we would get slapped in the face. And if we switch the tanks, then that basically means that we will be trapped. So how do we resolve that dilemma? That's yet another good question. Oh wait, what am I thinking? Of course. Except now we've trapped... Oh wait, no, we haven't. There we go. Okay, so it seems that we have to put the block there and go through. But what would be the point of getting the suction boots then? I mean, I guess for later? I'm going to have to assume for later. I mean... But then again, they'd be our only way back into the compound area with this block. Okay, I think I see now. Well, wait, would that work? Yeah, that would work. Okay, I think I get it now. I'm going to assume that we're going to come back here yet another time after I push the block. I think I see how this is supposed to go, and I'm running out of time rapidly here. This is nerve-wracking. This blob room, too many cooks in the kitchen. Come on, time's running out, guys. I kind of wish this were untimed. Okay, good. There we go. Okay, now let me push you down. And we'll go down the slide, and now let's get this. I think that ought to do it. What? I messed up the bug thing? Aw. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm going to pause the recording for now, and I'm going to try to figure this out off screen, because you've seen most of the level now, and I'll be back when I get it done. Alright, I'm back here on a subsequent try here on Shark Tank, and I'm hoping to solve the level this time. I've been trying to do so on several attempts, but I keep failing at something really weird each time. I'm here at this part after just having blown up all the bombs, and I'm about to do this item swapping section. Before I do, I'm going to go ahead and get that chip down there just to take care of that. But I think I've figured this out, and the solution, if it's what I think it is pretty awesome. And I'll explain it as we go through everything here. First, let me just go ahead and do all of this. Well, wait a minute. Maybe we can't do what I was thinking. Wait a second. Oh wait, we are going to get suction boots later on. Or, excuse me, more fire boots later on, so this probably won't be an issue. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do it. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of this part first. I'm just trying to be careful here with this. But I think we'll need the fire boots only for something a little later in the level. One time, too, so I don't think it'll be that big of a deal to get them now. We definitely want to save the suction boots for later, and I found out that there is something that we'll definitely need them for that's not this force slide here, or the ice slide with the force 4 in front of it. So let me go ahead and get that. I'll get that, why not? Not a fan of this blob area, but it's doable. It's just, I'm kind of scarred from the last level, I've got to admit. Okay, so we got the fire boots back. Let me explain what I found here. I think this is what I have to do. So, essentially, what I've discovered here is that this room, as I had suspected earlier, of course, we cannot get a block in through the teleport over here to use the bomb, but we can get a monster through this, and I believe what I have to do is, because there are flippers that are free for the taking here, I believe what I have to do is get one of the gliders in that room over to the first room. And it's because of this that we cannot use a block up in this area right here. We have to use them over here. And one of them would go in the water space above me, of course, since without that we couldn't push them anywhere else. Which would leave one of the other ones to be pushed into the space on my right there, such that the glider can be directed over to the left. And that would leave the block that we would get out of the blob area to be placed over here. Alternatively, I suppose we could also use... Wait, no, we couldn't use a block from here because we couldn't turn around up there. But we would basically bring it down here, use the pop-up walls, and place it on this spot I'm standing on. That would direct the glider down here, around through the room, and into this area. But you might be wondering, what about that other glider? Because we wouldn't need it for anything. Well, it turns out we do need it for something, because we need to get down through that teleport over there and onto that force floor, because that's what we'll ultimately need the suction boots for. And in order to do that, we'll need to send another glider through. But we can't hold this trap button down in order to do that. At least I don't think we can. If I remember correctly, there's a reason why we don't want to hold the trap button down with a block. I'm just trying to remember. Oh, right, because if we did, the glider would just escape, and we wouldn't have a partial post. So what you don't want to do is put that block on the button. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is just go ahead and get this, open this up, and just get that chip under there and not use the block for the button. Sorry, I had a little bit of a memory lapse there. So, that's the plan right now. Now, I'm just still working on my head how I'm going to do this part, but I think I got it. First, I have to block this up, of course. But what I'm thinking is going ahead and getting the block out, and then just going ahead and getting the suction boots after that. And of course, I'm going to try to be careful not to disrupt the B line in the process. At least I'm hoping that's not going to happen. Okay, looks safe. Good, we got that there. So now we'll have to lose these, but I don't think we need them for anything else. Unfortunately, we're going to have to push that... Yeah, we had to push it blind. I don't think that really affected anything, though. Okay, now we get our suction boots. At least I think we do. Just making sure. Because I don't think we'd be able to come back here again. Okay, good. We made it this far. And we had to position this there. Now, for this... I've already switched the toggle walls off screen, by the way. And we can get all the stuff in this room, which is good. So that just leaves the chip in the fireball room last, so we'll go and take care of this by pushing a block there, as mentioned earlier, and then getting the other one onto this space here. But I'm going to have to go ahead and push that dirt down, And I'll have to save this glider for later, and that's what we'll use the other block for. So at this point, if we go down here, the glider's trapped, so that means we're going to have to go back over here to push the button to release it. So now the glider should be on its way to destroy this thing. And now we've got everything. So that means we can go back and go down here. Now there's 3 buttons here. And at first, I actually did make it this far in one of my runs where I tried everything out before I knew about the whole suction boot thing. And I thought this was guesswork, but it turns out it's not. I actually looked in the editor just to make sure. Thankfully, it's not guesswork, which is nice. So now, that means that we can go ahead and direct the other glider into the teleports so that he can get stuck on the trap and remain there forever. Thankfully, no collisions with the bugs, because that would have been bad. I'm not sure if there is a safeguard against that. I don't think there is, because if he bounces back... Wait, no, there is. Okay, never mind. It would work out. So that means we can just push this down, and away we go. We're on to the end, and there's just a little ice maze here. Just had to find our way through, which shouldn't hopefully be that bad. Okay, maybe it will be that bad. Help? Oh, here we go. I didn't try this path. There we are. And a simple chase to the exit. And with that, Shark Tank is done. And we are now done with Chip56. A Winner Is You is the last level. This concludes the Chip56 level set. Thanks for playing. There's some invisible walls that those gliders hit, apparently. Before I sum up the level set with my mini review and all that, I want to go back and actually show you something. I've been told that there is a real solution to Canal Zone that I had totally missed here, and it was very obvious and staring me in the face, and I just completely missed it. What you have to do is use these blocks to fill in and temporarily hold down those water spaces. And I'll show you what I mean by that. Quite simply, do this. Put that there. Go back around. And there actually is a revised version of this level that has been released where it's impossible to put a block there. I forget how it fixes it, but I haven't actually downloaded it yet. This revised version also makes an edit to Frog Baseball to make it easier, such that the toggle walls in the upper area are gone. And also, Gallimaufry has the teeth section somewhat simplified by putting walls in the middle so that you can more easily dodge the teeth. So that's really convenient. And there's just 2 bombs left, and with this pathway cleared up, we can no longer worry about the toggle wall issue. So this is the intended solution to Canal Zone. No suction boot shenanigans are required or possible in the updated version. So that's Canal Zone for you. And my time is even faster on that run. And I think that's it. I don't think there are any other changes that I know about. There might be something... No, I don't think so. I think that's it. So we have solved Chip56. Overall, a great level set. I really enjoyed it a lot. Easily a 3.5 out of 5 for me. Possibly a 4. If I ever rated it on a scale with whole numbers, I would definitely give it a 4. This level set's greatest strength was its ability to emulate Chip's Challenge 1. The first few levels especially did a good job of doing this, not just the lessons, but also the levels that came afterwards, such as Chip Suey, Dodge and Burn, Chip Weave, and so forth. These levels did a good job of presenting original concepts that managed to use a few of the tiles of the game, but also did so without overextending the concepts. Some of them took up the whole map and did a very good job of that, like Chip Weave, for instance. Others didn't have to do so, and that was okay. Probably my only complaint about this level set, well, 2 actually, are that there are certain levels that are just far too long, and most of these come toward the very end of the level set, and a lot of them involve blocks, and a lot of them are in a row. Levels like, Oh, I'm trying to think of some off the top of my head. Gallimaufry's one of them. Um, there were some others too. Some of them earlier, like Brownouts, and there's a few others I'm just forgetting. I guess I could look at them here. Medusa's one, but I actually thought that was really fun. Um, Burning Bridges, of course. Block Secret's another one. It's technically not long, but it's still a block pushing level. And Whirlpool is especially another one. But generally there are long levels like Jack Frost, and Blue Goo is another one. And having a bunch of these in a row is kind of a little bit reminiscent of CCLP3, to be honest. And it's not exactly something that feels very CC1-esque. But now don't be wrong, I think all these levels individually, most of them are pretty good. Blue Goo is probably the only one that I've felt really frustrated on. But levels like Medusa are clearly outstanding, and it's nice to have a few shorter levels thrown in here, like the Hive and Sunspots, which is a short level to solve, but a long one to figure out. And of course, Root Canal is a short one, and Visibug is a pretty short one. And Shuttle Run is, of course, a short one. And overall, the levels that aren't exactly that long, I'd definitely recommend for CCLP1. There are certain long levels I think would be good toward that end. Medusa I would recommend. I think it should be untimed, though. Shark Tank, maybe for CCLP4. I think it is a bit tough for CCLP1, maybe for the very, very end. But it's definitely a great level. I really enjoyed Shark Tank a lot. My choices for CCLP1, if I had to choose, besides lessons, Chip Suey definitely. Maybe Dodge and Burn. Spitting Image definitely. Chip Weave definitely. Possibly Dust Devils, even though it's pretty tricky. Portcullis for sure. Spumoni definitely. Quincunx definitely. Pensy Pixies maybe. Carousel for sure. The Right Tools, yes. Boiling Point, perhaps. I still have some bad memories of it, but it was a very well designed level. Puzzle Box, definitely for sure. Great level there. Disassembly Line, maybe. Rush Hour, also maybe. Shuttle Run, I would say yes. And, let's see, what else? The Hive, maybe, and Medusa, yes. So definitely a lot of good levels here, and if I didn't say some levels here, I apologize. I did like pretty much all of these, but I was really trying to narrow it down, because I know we're going to have a lot of really good levels submitted for CCLP1, and I'm trying to really narrow down my highest of the high ratings when I rate these levels in voting. So those are my recommendations for this level set. I think it was very good overall, and I also happen to know that in the description for this level set on CC Zone, Henry mentioned that it was a part of a 149 level sets that he was planning to release. So perhaps when these are released as part of a full level set with 149 levels, some of these longer levels might be offset by shorter ones like these right here. But we'll see, though. I look forward to seeing that, because I really think the quality of these levels is high. Just think it needed a few more easier ones and a slightly less steep difficulty curve. So, at this point, this LP is now complete. My next LP from this point onward, after this one, is going to be Riven, and I know a lot of you are looking forward to that. I highly recommend watching my Knights of the Old Republic LP, because I've been putting the most effort into that, as it's my main project at this point. And it's a great story, great video game. I highly recommend watching it. But in the next video, I will see you on Riven. So take care, and I will see you then, and thanks for watching.